Tibbs did a great job, but now you interject somebody that is different. I think this is something that's good for the organization and the team going in the direction, saying which direction they want to go in and trying to win the championship. These guys, they play hard, they work hard, but as always, it comes down to how healthy they can stay throughout this season, because they had a long run last year.
Yeah.
So going into this season, you want to try to make sure that these guys are healthy, which is super important, because you see a guy like Van Vliet, he goes down for the Rockets,
changes everything, right?
The whole trajectory about what their plans were. So I think for this team, they got great opportunity.
They loaded up pretty well though with all these veterans. They didn't have cap space. They got
100%.
4 rotation guys, I think, that they can use, and they got some young guys. So I think it looks really good on paper. Right?
You got guys that want to come here, so they can see the shift in the energy of the team. Because normally, when you see teams where they can't get guys because they don't have enough room on the money side, they can go someplace else. But, you got guys that are willing to come.
Rogan was telling me he was growing up with the Knicks being one of the few teams that he always dreamt of playing when he was a kid. Like obviously Lakers, Celtics, Bulls maybe, and then the Knicks were part of it. I mean, you were part of some really good teams, and you've also been part of some not so great Knicks teams. Obviously the vibe is always different when the Knicks are good, and it's looking like the East could be theirs for the taking. What's it like right now to be part of this Knicks DNA, being an ex-player and being in New York?
Again, it's positive energy. Everyone is on the same page. Everyone is in the right mind frame. Everyone is focused on the ultimate goal, which is winning the championship. When you have guys in that mind frame, they're all thinking on one accord. It makes things so much easier for the coaching staff, for the city. The city can get behind them and support them every night they're going on the court. And they're putting forth the energy for us to win.
What did you feel like was lacking last year, and what do you think that this team is going to maybe do differently under Mike Brown and with these new guys that came in, and what's that last piece of the puzzle?
I think our bench, giving guys like Jalen and Cat, giving those guys, the whole starting five, giving those guys a blow for them to be able to get out of the game, sit down, watch the game. They can analyze what's happening on the court to be able to make adjustments when they get back on the court, along with having guys that can go on the court and basically bring the team up or keep the team right where they are when those guys
don't want to bleed points when you're making right?
Guys go out, then they got to come back in. They got to basically work extra harder to be able to get back into the game. So now I think they're going with our bench increase and sustainability when guys come out of the game.
Would you say the Knicks are the team to beat in the East right now?
For sure. I'm gonna say that regardless. For sure. 100%.
Can we talk about a little bit about your Minnesota days?
Oh yeah, I mean Minnesota was great. I loved playing in Minnesota when I was there. I had a great time there, despite what people may think. For me, it was more about my living situation. I didn't want to live in Minnesota.
Too cold?
It was way too cold, too much snow.
Yeah,
it wasn't my vibe. It wasn't for me.
Is it colder than New York in winter?
10,000 lakes. Surrounded by 10,000 lakes. But my time there with Flip Saunders, it was amazing. I learned a lot. I had excellent training from a guy who was a point guard. So, God bless Flip. So he's no longer here, but he definitely left a major mark in my life.
Can you talk about your bond with KG, your KG days?
The ticket. We were basically one on the court. We did things on the court that a lot of players probably can't do right now.
You guys still running around with the slam shirt with your guys' slam photo shoot? Still the same thing? Still to this day.
Allan Hughes. My goodness.
My shooting guard.
I remember.
You just give me
Star. This is the Starberry. Starberry.
H2O,
all the
baby.
flavors. Starberry. It's not just one flavor.
NBA
Starberry
Finals.
like
NBA Finals '99.
Yes. Yes.
Talk to
And
me.
you're-
You got it.
Thanks, Stephon. Are you allowed to talk, Alan? Are you allowed to talk? You work for the Knicks in an official capacity?
I am VP of Leadership Development. I work with the players. I'm here as an ear and a voice whenever they need me.
What's it like to travel the world some 25 plus years after the
Oh, it's
high
amazing.
watermark for the Knicks for a long, long time? But
You
it
mind
feels
if
like
I interview myself, get interviewed?
Of
Oh, this is
absolutely.
terrific. Hold on. This is fun.
it feels like
I'm actually getting an interview. Where you guys from, man? Where you
I'm
from?
Europe. Both of us.
Yeah, I'm from Poland.
And
From
I'm-
Poland?
I'm from Spain.
I'm actually going to interview myself getting interviewed. Check it out. Ready?
Interview
All right, let's
section.
go.
Interview section.
It's new media.
That's new. This new media. All right.
The
so
Knicks
what was,
as good
Yes.
as they have last been when you were still playing. Like, what's your thoughts on the trajectory of New York and where they can go?
I think there's some similarities. I mean, versatility. I think they have a good mix of youth and veteran leadership. A lot of the guys are kind of hitting their prime in their career. I think the leadership. I think it's the intensity with they play. It's a different style of play, but I really enjoy watching how they progress.
It's good to be in New York right now as a basketball fan for the Knicks, no?
I can enjoy being a fan and not a player, so I can really appreciate seeing it from the outside and from the inside, so it's a lot of fun.
How do you think this team this year can go even further than the last team? It's got more depth, it's got a little bit more of the pieces that you were talking about, maybe a better mix of young and old and starters and bench guys. And Stephon was just talking about the ability to maybe bring in some guys and not have a drop off and then not have the starters have to come in and play catch up or like be tired. Is this maybe their best shot at a title?
Well, first of all, the training camp has been great. They've been really getting connected. They've been playing a lot. They're getting a lot of reps in, and just really staying connected. You want to really stay connected and focus and tune out all the distractions. That's one of the biggest things that is important for a season like this, where you have a lot of high expectations for yourself, and you don't worry about the expectations from other people. You just lock in on what you want to do every day, eliminate as much slippage, and try not to be sloppy, and try to be consistent, and put yourself in the best possible situation to stay healthy.
What do you see in this team that maybe reminds you of your guys' team that went to the finals? What qualities that a team needs to be able to compete for a championship?
I think the similarities I would see is depth. I think the versatility in scoring and defense. I think we had a good mixture of size but speed, scoring ability, but also defensively we were very intense, and the depth. So this could be a very good team, but I think it's really, nobody likes to hear the old adages and old sayings, but one day at a time, literally. You really can't think about yesterday, can't think about tomorrow. You got to really lock in on building your base and your habits day by day. Because you're playing every practice and every game in the regular season, you're actually playing as if you're in the playoffs. You're preparing for those 2 or 3 possessions that can really win or lose your game.
Talking about that team from 1999, what do you remember from that team? Your shot against the Heat, Game 5.
Well, yeah, I remember that. Well, I think the thing that I remember the most is, we had a lockout year that year, so we had to really turn some things around pretty quickly. We had to, yeah. Hey guys. Yeah. Talking about 99 season. Yeah, we had to turn some things around pretty quickly, and we had the lockout season, so some things had to we had to make a lot of adjustments pretty quickly. We didn't feel like an 8th seed. We got some great contributions, during that last month of the season, and we had got good momentum coming into the playoffs.
That's all that matters in the end, no? It's just being ready when the games matter, like you said.
Yeah. I mean, playoffs are a different level; they're a different intensity. And the other thing is, you have to just go through those situations, right? It's hard to understand what it's going to be like the first time and be able to have the kind of success the first time. So you have to keep going through it, and I think that's what helped us in '99. We had gone through it in '97, gone through it in '98. We'd been a little bit more familiar with each other, and that helped.
Is it true that MJ was close signing with the Knicks?
I don't know. You're the wrong person to ask for that.
All right.
Thanks for your time, man.